Welcome to the 2024 Ripken 10U World Series on the Region Sports Network, presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, or good evening, or good afternoon from wherever it is that you are tuning in from. Thank you for joining us, and welcome to the 2024 Ripken 10U World Series here on the Region Sports Network on YouTube, Facebook, and regionsports.com. We come to you today from beautiful Jerry Ross Park in Crown Point, Indiana, as Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point presents the Ripken 10U World Series here in a game between West Raleigh and Germany. Can't wait to bring you this one, a little international flavor to start things up. I know it's almost 5 o'clock over there in Germany, so good evening to all of you tuned in from Germany. Michael Brenner here along with newly crowned Indiana State Baseball champion Drew Arnold. Drew, good to have you here with us.
Thank you, Mike. Nice to be here.
Yeah, it should be a fun matchup here at Jerry Ross Park. They are introducing both teams right now. Then you got West Raleigh Blue from Raleigh, North Carolina, and then hopefully I'm saying that right. Is it Raleigh? I gotta. If you're on the comments, go ahead and tell me if I'm saying it right or wrong. And then the Future Stars of Germany should be a good, fun matchup to kick things off. One of 3 games taking place right here from Jerry Ross Park right now. So 6 teams in action, bright and early here at 10 a.m. in Crown Point, Indiana. And we'll play the German national anthem here in just a little bit, along with the United States national anthem as well. Actually, right now is when we'll play those national anthems, so we'll tune you in to both.
Develop a strong, clean, healthy body, mind, and soul. Develop a strong urge for sportsmanlike conduct. Develop understanding of and respect for the rules. Develop courage.
First is the Ripken Pledge that'll be played right now. Beautiful, gorgeous day here in Crown Point. The sun is shining, very few clouds in the sky. And now we will tune you into those national anthems, both for Germany and the United States. renditions of our national anthem there for both Germany and the United States. And I was hearing the passers-by here on North Street just to our left as well. So if you're wondering what some of that sound in the background was, we're right next to North Street here in Crown Point. So possibility of some moving targets on foul balls here, Drew.
That'd be quite interesting, you know.
We've come close when I was doing some games here in the past. So, all right, we'll go ahead and bring you the starting lineup. It'll be West Raleigh that is on the visitor side of the scorecard. Leading things off will be the second baseman, number 15, Will Harris, followed by the left fielder, number 34, that is Houston Daigle, followed by the first baseman, number 33, Jacob Ennis. And in the cleanup spot is the extra hitter, that is number 6, Dexter Hamilton, followed by the catcher, number 2, that's Nicholas Parola. And then next in the lineup is going to be the pitcher today, number 11, that's Tyler Ham. Did really well yesterday in the skills competition. And then the shortstop, number 99, Colin Loomis, followed by the center fielder, number 5, Mason Stevenson. And then you got the third baseman, number 49, that'll be Ryan Mathis. And rounding out the lineup is the right fielder today, number 46, Braxton Cortallo. Cortarolo, excuse me. First mistake of the day. Got it. Drew was waiting for it. He wanted to know. He thought I was going to mess up Germany's names first. We'll get those in just. We'll get the defensive alignments in just a moment. So on a day like this, Drew, when I know you normally play the catcher position, but on a day like this, does no clouds in the sky, does that benefit hitters or fielders more? Does that benefit anybody in any way, shape, or form?
With this field right now, with where the sun's at, I don't think it should matter for literally anybody. I think sun's right up in the air, middle, and there's not in their eyes or anything. So everybody should be good. Shouldn't be able to lose anything. Fielders got the sun to their back, so they should be good for now. Excellent. I could see later in the day how it could be a lot tougher for outfielders.
As it starts to set, yeah, for sure. We got beautiful views here at Jerry Ross Park. Actually, if you can see just beyond center field, I'm going to tell Colin here, right just beyond center field, you can see, as we zoom out a little bit, you see the grand old lady, our clock tower, in the background from our vantage point here in the booth. Quite the shot, quite the view. In downtown Crown Point, we know it as the Square here in this area. Started construction on that building back in 1870s. It's it's been there a little while.
A little bit older than me there.
You didn't know I had the kind of you forget I'm a social studies teacher. I gotta drop the history knowledge on people there. You know who escaped from that prison? It was the unescapable prison. You know who escaped from there before?
Who was it?
That was Dillinger. He escaped from the inescapable prison and then stole the sheriff's car. It was a V8 Ford, if I remember correctly. He's looking at me. He's baffled. This is not what I talk about during your games either, just FYI.
No, I didn't think so, I did not think it'd be a social studies lesson.
Well, you got a little international flavor. Got to talk about different aspects of the game here. All right, let's look defensively here. Out in left field will be number 2, that is Pidun, out there. And then in center field, you got number 6, that'll be Vermouth, who did a really great job in the skills competition yesterday as well. Over in right is going to be number 4, that is Tessin. Over at third base, we got number 5, that'll be Kraus. At shortstop will be Kruger. At second base, Schumacher. First base will be number 15, that is Hetler. Behind the dish today, your position is the catcher, number 9, Slatton. And then pitching today for Germany will be number 7, Ziemezent. Jakob Ziemezent will be the pitcher today for Germany. So we'll find out real quickly. I was doing these games last year a little bit with Griffin Tobias. It's going to be kind of fun to see which are these pass balls or wild pitches. He wanted everything to be a pass ball, but from the catcher standpoint, I can see these all being wild pitches when they go wild.
Yeah, for sure. If it's bouncing, I'm going to give the credit to the pitcher on that one. But, we'll definitely be able to
Contrasting
see.
styles, I like it.
Yep.
So it is moments away from first pitch here at Jerry Ross Park. Let's go ahead and bring you our Economy Electric Heating and Cooling game forecast. It is a very comfortable 67 degrees, clear skies, as we said. A little bit of wind kind of blowing out toward left field a little bit, so those right-handed hitters have a slight benefit, but nothing that's going to probably drag the ball or carry the ball too much here at this field. We did see some tanks yesterday getting belted over the wall in the home run derby and the skills challenge. As we said, bright sunshine, beautiful day for baseball. You can't beat weather like this. Kind of like almost like fall weather-ish, like low 70s or upper 60s right now. So absolutely perfect for a time like this. There's your Economy Electric Heating and Cooling game night forecast, keeping you cool in the summer and cozy in the winter. Economy Electric Heating and Cooling.
Something to look for here in this game, with it being an international matchup, based on when I've played, is looking for the Team Germany to be talking in German during this game, rather than using English a lot. When we played teams from Canada, a lot of the times they would talk in French, and they would just tell the signs straight up. So, like, they would tell the hitters to steal in French, and we would have no clue what they were saying.
I hadn't thought about that. That is an excellent point to bring, because they obviously have that advantage of being able to communicate, and I'm not sure how many people studied up on their German here. First pitch of this World Series is underway to Ferris, and it's strike one for Zima Zent, as he's on the rubber there. And it's going to be quickly 0-2 here, as the fans from Germany cheering on early on here. Gets the sign he wants. This one chopped on the ground, left side, picked up on the infield, over to first. And they're going to say safe over at first base, the third baseman, Mathis. Nope, excuse me, that is the third baseman, Kraus. Excuse me.
Gave it a great effort on that play with a little jump throw, reminding you of old Yankee shortstop Jeter.
Yeah, a little Jeter-esque there for Kraus. So an infield single to start things up. This brings up the left fielder now, Daigle. First pitch to him, and the lefty in there for strike one. And if you're not familiar with the rules here, maybe you haven't checked out a game for 10U, only 6 innings of play in regulation. There's the 0-1 pitch, fouled right back to the screen. Again, as we mentioned also, there are 2 other games going on here at Jerry Ross Park. 3 games taking place, all starting here at 10 a.m. So plenty of, you can do a little toggling between tabs if you want to go between screens or check out different games. I can see the game over out beyond right field. There's already 2-0 out there. I have to look at the schedule to see who's playing over there on the A field. This one lined into right center. This one drifting back, and it'll fall and hit the warning track. And a little bit of a stop there, as it'll be a double for Daigle. Had to hold up a little bit, and he's got the dance moves to go with it. What kind of dance moves did you get when you got doubles?
I never really pulled out any dance moves, In the state tournament, we the double celebration was to make a door and kick through it.
Yeah.
So we had a slogan of knock that door down.
That's right, you did. So those of you tuned in here in Northwest Indiana, we have a high school called Lake Central, and they are our Class 4A state baseball champions, and Drew Arnold was the starting catcher in that game. This will bring up Ennis now, first baseman today for West Raleigh. Runners on second and third, nobody out, putting on the pressure early here on Team Germany. This one up the middle, flagged by the shortstop over to first, and they will get the out there, but a run does come around to score, and the runner advances to third. So Kruger with the play at short. Nice move there. And Ennis gets an RBI for that attempt there, so 1-0 early on here for West Raleigh. This will bring up Hamilton now. That one bounces in the dirt. Runner's going to stay at third. Good coverage there by the pitcher. Now let me ask this. On a situation like that, where the ball gets away, are catchers taught to automatically take off the mask, or do you leave it on? Like, when do you decide when do you want to take off your mask? Or is that just a level of comfort based on the catcher?
So I would go with level of comfort based on the catcher. I've got blown up a few too many times, so I only take off my mask on a pop-up.
Okay.
Yeah, at this point in my career, I'm comfortable enough leaving my mask on.
Okay.
And, sometimes when you throw, it'll go askew, but it's right after you already saw your target, so you should be good to just let it rip at that point. So personally, I just like to leave it on because I don't want to get lit up.
I totally understand that. I just feel like in some cases, like in my world where I didn't play catcher and I'm just standing up here talking about it, is your vision impeded in any way, shape, or form? But the way they develop these masks now, I'd imagine it's not too bad.
No, not at all. I mean, at this point, you're
this one lined into right and will bloop in for a hit. This will score a second run as Hamilton gets an RBI single. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Drew.
No, all good. No, but at this point, when you've been doing it for a while, you don't even notice the fact that you're wearing the mask.
Just becomes another part of you, huh? Just like the glove and all the other pieces of equipment that you have to wear.
Completely agreed.
So this will bring up the catcher, as we've been talking about that position a little bit. At the first pitch, strike to Parola. Zimazent has the 1 out, 0-1 here to Parola. That one skips in the turf. Runner will advance down to second. We're going wild pitch on that one.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, I would have to agree. Griffin would argue that it's a pass ball, but that you could have stopped it. But
I'd like to argue with Griffin on that one.
He likes to argue. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Definitely is a fan of a little banter. For those of you who don't know, Griffin Tobias was our pitcher for the Lake Central State Championship team, and he is now actually with the Milwaukee Brewers. He got picked in the 9th round.
Yes, he did. This one popped back to the screen. I will warn you. Oh, my, that almost hit that young lady right there behind the... You think that's a safe spot to be able to sit, but it went just over the screen.
Yeah, that one was definitely worried me a little bit at first.
Oh, man. I will warn you, there is a possibility of, we had it in here at least once or twice, of foul balls entering the press box. So, now the rule of strategy, the rule of thumb, and this is what our executive producer will tell you, that you save the equipment first and then you save yourself. That's what Zach Miller will say as well.
I think I'm going to try to catch it.
but you can do that, yeah. This one lining Zimazent right back to the body. He'll pick it up. What a way to gather himself. I mean, that line right back to him. But he had the wherewithal to get back and throw over to first. And they're going to check on him just to make sure he's good. Those are always scary plays because you don't know where to go. It's coming right at you.
Yeah, especially on that one, it didn't even have enough time to get out of the way. But on those plays, it just turns into straight reactionary. How quickly you can just react to it and see if you can get the glove there in time.
In a lot of ways, that's just you just become a natural instinct just to grab it and then throw.
Bingo.
So there's Tyler Ham here. He's just going to be the starting pitcher. He'll be on that bump in just a little bit. Throw over to third. It's going to go into left, and the third run is going to come across the board as Hamilton will step on the plate.
I like the aggressiveness here out of Germany early to try to, get that run and get hitting.
Yeah, trying to get a steal over at, or an out steal over at third, but just a little bit off on the target, but now nobody on base, so this is where Zimazent can kind of just focus on the pitching, and he backs it up, and it's caught out at second base by Schumacher. So that'll retire the side, but 3 runs come across the board for West Raleigh. We go to the bottom of the first. You're watching Game Night here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
This box is small, like Pet Supplies Plus. This one is large, like a big box store. In each, Stu has carefully hidden a toy. Question is, which dog will find it first? Ta-da! Moose, no! You were so close.
Located just 1 block north of the square in Crown Point and just 1 minute from Jerry Ross Park, Station 21 American Grill is one of the city's most popular eateries. Station 21 offers a full menu from steaks and seafood to burgers and wings. While in town for the Cal Ripken World Series, stop in and enjoy comfortable dining while watching a game on one of the 28 big screen TVs. Check out the menu at station21.com. Station 21 American Grill. Eat, drink, and relax.
Welcome back to the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series, presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point.
Welcome back to the Cal Ripken 10U World Series here at Jerry Ross Park in Crown Point. Everything brought to you by Pet Supplies Plus here in Crown Point. Pet Supplies Plus is your one-stop store for all your pets' needs. Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point. For more information, visit PetSuppliesPlus.com/Crown Point. All right, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the future stars of Germany. Leading things off will be number 13, Tim Kruger, the shortstop, followed by number 6, that is Luan Vermouth. He's the center fielder, followed by number 7, he's the pitcher, number 7, Jakob Zimazint. And then we've got the first baseman, number 15, Eric Hetler, followed by the extra hitter, that's going to be number 12, Jona Butt, followed by the second baseman, number 18, Milos Schumacher. Then we've got the third baseman, number 5, that is going to be Jakob Kraus. We'll give you the rest of that starting lineup in just a moment. As Ham, the starting pitcher, throws his first pitch. It's in there for ball 1. Followed by number 9 in the lineup, you got Dexter Slatton. Then you got number 2, the left fielder, Matteo Pidun. And then the right fielder, number 4, that is Nicolas Tessin. So 1-0 the count here to Kruger. 2-0 the count, excuse me. That one's in there for a strike, so 2-1. See, you're already doing a better analyst job than a lot of guys. They never correct me or tell me what's going on when I'm looking down at things.
No, for sure. I want to make sure, we get everything right.
See, you're already better than... I had Doug Nelson here yesterday. He wants me to he wants to watch me struggle. So 2-2 the count here to Kruger, the shortstop. This one grounded on the ball on the right side. It'll be picked up by the first baseman, Ennis, and he'll step on that cushion for out number 1. Defensively for West Raleigh, you've got Daigle in left. You've got Stevenson in center. And you've got, I have to double check on this one, apologies. Cortarolo is in right field. Over at third base is Mathis. Loomis, the shortstop. Ferris, the second baseman. Ennis over at first. Your catcher is Parola, and your pitcher is Ham. And this is Vermouth, the left-handed hitter, and home plate umpire telling Zimazan he's got to back it up a little bit. You're a little too close to home plate. 1-2.
Ham's chucking right now. He's been able to throw it past the first 2 hitters so far.
Sitting on the first base side of the rubber. That one's called strike 3 on the outer part of the plate. Now, most people don't realize this, and some people maybe down in southern Indiana can take a lesson from this as well. The rubber on the bump is pretty much even with home plate, at least it should be. So if you're standing on the third base side of the rubber and the ball kind of comes around and gets to the catchers, it's probably inside for a ball, right?
Yeah.
If you're standing on the third base side and it kind of tails in like that, that's no hard feelings to them down in the south, right?
Nah, not at all.
And with 2 away here in the first, 2-1 the count. Zimazan, who's the pitcher for Germany today. I haven't seen too many instances where maybe relaying, some information, as you mentioned earlier, with the language barrier potentially.
Yes.
Well, in this case, it'd be a language advantage to be able to use that to call maybe some pitches or signs or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, I hope Carolina has practiced a little bit of their German and maybe some of the parents know stuff.
Yeah. Well, you have to, And that's going to be a swing and a miss for strike 3. So 1, 2, 3, they go. We go to the second. You're watching Cal Ripken 10U World Series here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strack & Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual cart, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strack & Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strackandvantil.com.
Hi, I'm Crowd Company's Lantern Man. For years, I've helped your family and friends save on their car insurance. And now I've returned to rescue you from high prices. Whether you have a perfect driving record or a not-so-perfect record. Follow me to the Crowd Agency for immediate and affordable coverage. I'm your insurance superhero. Crowd Companies, insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Welcome back to Game Night here on the Region Sports Network. Hey, if you're in Crown Point to watch this Cal Ripken World Series, you should stop in for a bite to eat at one of Crown Point's most popular eating establishments. It's Station 21 American Grill. For burgers and ribs to wings and fish, they are open up at 11 a.m. every day for lunch and dinner. Station 21 is just a short 1-minute walk away from the ballpark. In fact, I can almost see it from where I'm standing. It is that close. It's right down North Street here. I mean, it's literally at the end of that street right there. So check out their menu at station21.com. Station 21 American Grill. Eat, drink, relax.
Makes me want to go get a burger.
They do have really good burgers. They took care of us, and I believe they're taking care of us again this season, if I'm told, as this one is on the ground to the left side. A little bit of a errant throw over at first base, but it's going to be a leadoff single for Loomis to get things started here in the second.
I was going to ask what you were going to call that because I thought he had a beat even if it was online.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go single on that one because I think he was going to be safe regardless. I can't see the official scorer down at the other end of the... I'll ask Mrs. Davis. Mrs. Davis, what did they rule there? Huh?
E6.
They go E6? All right, well, all right. That's the press box. That's not me. I would have said single.
Pitch bounced in. Catcher gets the chest on it, but it gets away. Runner advances second there.
It's a wild pitch?
Yep.
Okay.
Catcher did everything he could there. Especially with how short these bases are. Runners are just taught to read the pitch in the dirt and go.
So Stevenson batting here. This one line down the right field line. This will get over the head of the first baseman, Hetler. And this will roll all the way to the corner. And it's going to be an RBI triple for Stevenson. He had a motor going around those bases.
No celebration on the triples. Maybe it's only the doubles today. I haven't seen anything on the singles or the triples, but doubles. I've seen a little dancing out there.
Yeah, that was Ferris with the dance moves. I feel like at DePaul you got to come up with some kind of a dance move or something.
You want me to give like a tiger roar?
Yeah, or something. Yeah, you got to do something. Ball gets away. Runner does not advance here. It's Mathis, third baseman, digs in. So 1-0 the count to him.
This scenario is just got to do anything you can to get the ball in play and get this running.
Next pitch misses outside. Yeah, I feel like for you, if you know you have the bag and you can safely do like a barrel roll or something into the bag, I feel like that would be good for you.
I don't know about that one.
Not doing the barrel roll?
I feel like I'm going to hurt myself.
Well, I know I would, but I'm old.
I feel old.
As a catcher, I can see that. 2-1 here as that one fouled back to the screen. That's another thing to keep in mind here at a field like this. There is not that much backstop area. And those are things that you pay attention to as a catcher. I would imagine how much space there is between where you squat and where that wall is.
Yeah, one of the things I actually used to do quite frequently is I used to go out in the mound before games and bounce pitches in.
This one lined into right, and this will be over the head of the right fielder as this will score another run. And they're going for the triple again, and in there safely is Mathis.
Oh, he just flexed on him.
Oh, giving the flex.
Yeah, but one of the things I used to do was go out to the mound before games and actually bounce pitches in to see how it would bounce off of the backstop. And with this one being brick especially, we could definitely see some bad hops where it goes back into the infield, and that's going to be the only time where I think you really see someone advancing from third to home here.
Gotcha. Okay. That's interesting. Okay, so you would actually you would stand like in front of the mound and just kind of see what. Okay.
Yeah, I'd just go up there and rip them right onto the plate and see where it bounces.
So one lined foul will hit the screen.
Coach from West Raleigh got a hand on that one. And banana ball, that's an out.
That is, yeah, that's right. And if you catch it in the press box, it's automatically an out, I think, right? Is that how that's going to work?
I think that's how we're going to play it.
So nobody wants you to catch them.
I'm going to try, though.
Zimazent at 30 pitches by the way. Nice stop there by the catcher, Slayton.
He's looked real athletic back there. Got a body on everything he can so far and looks good picking the ball.
And I would imagine, too, and without knowing the kind of fields that Germany plays on, imagining in this day and age, most people are playing on turf at this age, but never a guarantee. If they're used to playing on dirt, you got to recognize the differences. And is there a difference in the bounce for dirt versus turf?
So I would say there's a difference in the outfield, like on a high fly ball, because like if it's going to bounce, it can literally just bounce over your head. But here where we have a grass outfield and a turf infield, it's just going to play as if it's a true infield, and you really shouldn't ever get like a Monday hop where it's going to be really rough.
Okay. Back to the shortstop, over to first, and they get him in time. Another run does come across the board. But a nice play that time for Kruger to get that one there in time. 6-3 on the putout. But there is an RBI for Cortarolo. And back to the top of the lineup here for West Raleigh.
Let's see if we get to see more of Ferris's dance moves here.
Yeah, we're going to bust out the moves. First pitch just missing for ball one. We do have a DJ in the booth as well. We can play Bust a Move or something, or Bust a Rhyme, or whatever that song is. When Ferris gets his doubles and he has his dance moves.
We'll ask him what he wants. If he keeps hitting doubles, maybe.
Yeah, technically you're supposed to be like roaming around the place if you wanted to, so you can go down there and ask at some point.
I could go ask Ferris, like, hey, you hit another double. What do you need?
What's the go-to dance moves?
Might have to ask him after the game.
Wind blowing slightly out to center. That pitch missing a little bit high for ball three, excuse me.
3-0, 1 out. You get him in the green light?
I'm going to say no.
6.
I'm going to say no. And only because kind of having a hard time finding that strike zone a little bit, the consistency a little bit there. Still trying to warm up into this one. It's early. And that'll be a walk to Ferris. I would say if in any case, if the guy's pumping strikes, then sure. If you're 3-0 and he's been pretty consistent, sure.
I like that.
I do know some baseball, Drew.
Oh, I know.
This brings up Daigle again. His second at bat. This one popped up back to the screen and caught off the. See, I think that should be an out for catchers.
I think it's a half an out.
A half an out? So
out.
We currently have 1.5 outs.
Yep.
You have to earn another half.
That's how I always played it.
I mean, if you can catch it off the screen like that, I'm all for it. Again, popped up. This will hit the road.
Bouncing across, but avoided some cars.
No cars, unfortunately. Or
however,
not that I want anyone's car to get hurt, but
looks like my golf game. Balls in someone's front yard.
okay, if you're hitting golf balls and they're ending up behind you, you got major problems on your swing.
Oh, no, not behind me, just in somebody's yard.
In somebody's yard, gotcha, okay. I was like, I have a wicked slice, but it doesn't ever go behind me. I'm like, I'm not that bad.
Sometimes I might top it hard enough, it might, but we don't have to talk about that.
What a potential hit there. It goes off the first baseman.
He doesn't even know what happened.
How did he hit that?
He threw his hands up in the air, looked at his coach like, how did I even hit that?
I mean, that looked more like he was trying to get out of the way of the pitch, and his bat just happened to be there, and it just rolled right down the first base line. I mean, there is nothing Hetler can really do about that. That's just...
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about golf, and then he hits a 4-iron right at the first baseman.
Well, when things are going your way. So
West Raleigh.
Go ahead.
You go. I was going to say West Raleigh fans getting into it right here.
They are up 6-0 here early in the second inning. And we got pool play going on here these first couple of days of the tournament. I'm going to look up and double check to see which pool we're in here.
Strike two fouled off to the left side, 0-2 here.
Tell you what, Turning Machine is an absolute, that and Game Changer have been absolutely phenomenal. So this is Pool A. In Pool A is Crown Point White. You've got Germany. You got Mineral Area out of Missouri. You got the Newtown Hawks out of Connecticut. And you've got West Raleigh out of North Carolina. And some fans honking for good luck. Swing and a miss. And down on strikes goes Ennis. That is the first strikeout today for Zemazet. So now Hamilton will come up. Tyler Hamilton got a single and scored a run and an RBI.
So I'm going to ask you this. I see the catcher on deck wearing his shin guards. I've heard a lot of people say different things. Do you believe that by wearing your shin guards in the on-deck circle that you are doubting your teammate?
Ooh.
Because that used to be one that I used to hear, is that if you wear your shin guards in the on-deck circle, you are doubting the teammate in front of you.
Okay. This one on the ground to the shortstop again, who flips it over to second for the out. I'm going to say in that case, yeah, that kind of puts some doubt in the hitter. Oh, you got me thinking now. We'll talk off air. We'll go to the bottom of the second. You're watching the Cal Ripken World Series here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
With electrical services from Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, you can radiate the perfect amount of light and energy into your home. From rewiring and code upgrades to ceiling fans, lighting, security, and more, Economy Electric Heating and Cooling's trained electricians will make sure you can enjoy your home on full power all the time. For a free estimate on electrical work, call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling at 219-923-4441, and you can visit them on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com. That's the number 4ajobdoneright.com.
Hey, welcome back. This is the bottom of the second inning here at the Cal Ripken 10U World Series here on the Region Sports Network. Michael Brenner here along with state champion Drew Arnold. And Drew, I don't know if you know this or not, but on the Region Sports Network, we hand out awards at the end of our games. We hand out 3 awards. I think we've probably given you some over the course of the years. I think we got, even in the state title game, we gave you co-awards for, I don't remember if it was blue collar or player of the game. I don't remember what we did there. But we have 3 awards. We have the Crowell Companies Lantern Man Superhero of the game. The Crowell Companies are proud to recognize the superheroes on the baseball diamond. We've got the Boilermakers Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the game. Kind of that nitty-gritty player, very much like a catcher player on that field. And then we've also got the Proud Union Home Play of the Game presented by the Region Sports Network. So usually, this is what I do because I'm selfish like that. I usually always have the analysts come up with those award winners. So start thinking about your awards over the course of a game.
As of right now, I got my play of the game, but we'll see where it goes from here.
Yeah, I mean, too early. You never know. We could see a huge rally here in the bottom of the second inning. Hetler leading things off, fouling that one back. Quickly 0-2 with Ham. It's been a little while since he got out of that bottom of the first inning, but he's coming back up, throwing BBs right off the bat again. Only at 17 pitches as of now. That looked like a pretty good pitch. Just wasn't where the catcher set up.
Yeah, he was set up way out there trying to get a little chase pitch going, and you missed down, which is right where you need to be. You know, we miss high, you know, we get a chance to give up a bomb, so definitely want to miss low and out.
Yeah, it just felt like it crossed a lot of the plate, but yeah, low. So if you're going to miss there, you got to miss low. Got a nice, beautiful day here in Crown Point. It's just after 10:30 here. Fell back to the screen. I know it's late over in Germany. Yeah, Drew was trying to help me on that, was trying to protect me on that one. Appreciate you.
Gotcha. If the net fails, I'm here for you.
Now, if you were to drop it, is that a pass ball or is that a wild pitch as it hits my face?
E10.
E10. This one lined into center. This will drop in for a hit. So right into right center. It looked like second baseman had a beat on that. Ferris was looking like he had it, and then it just kind of fell in right behind him.
Definitely a great effort by him.
So Hetler with the first hit of the game for Germany. And now this will bring up Boot. So he digs in here as Ham delivers the first one, and that's going to hit the catcher.
Trust me when I say that one hurts.
Yeah, I would imagine. And just as a reminder, we've got coverage of the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series here on the Region Sports Network, and it is presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point. Pet Supplies Plus is your one-stop store for all your pets' needs. Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point. For more information, visit PetSuppliesPlus/Crown Point. So again, as we've mentioned a number of times on the broadcast, and we'll continue to remind you, we've got games all day here on the Region Sports Network. As it looks like catcher doing okay, Parola, but he might be coming out of the game. Kind of grabbing the back of his head right now, but he's up walking on his own 2 feet, which is always a good sign. So I was looking down. Where did that, was that in the head or chest, or where did that?
I think it was foul tip off the wrist.
Okay. I remember going to a sectional, or maybe it wasn't, maybe it was regular season. You know, your big rival, Munster. It was a Munster LC game over at Munster before the lights, and first pitch of the game, there must have been a cross-up right off the bat, because the first pitch, catcher misses it. Wasn't you, but the catcher misses it, doesn't get hit, and it hits the umpire in the arm. I mean, flesh, and that was Rick Parker at the time, and I don't remember if he told me that he did have a fracture in his arm because of that, or it definitely was swollen up pretty good. I know that.
You know, I can tell you the first time I caught Griffin Tobias, because I caught a foul tip off the thigh and thought I was going to die.
Yeah, he throws in the low to mid-90s. So I would imagine that definitely not comfortable here. So Boot back in there as Parola. This one chopped on the ground, left side, picked up at third, over to second for one. They try to relay it over to first, but not in time, but they get the lead runner over at first. Nice play by Mathis there to get it over to second.
Definitely heads up baseball there, getting the lead runner.
So 5-4 on the put out and a fielder's choice for Boot. This will bring up Schumacher now. Executive producer in the house at the Major Field. He's touring around here. I know he's happy to have now state champion Drew Arnold in the house with us today.
I'm excited to be here.
You know, what better way do you want to spend your final days of summer than watching some baseball? Because you haven't done enough of that in your career.
No, I mean, not enough. I mean, I was at a baseball game last night.
That's true. At the so for those of you that aren't from the Chicagoland area, which is kind of northwest Indiana, is kind of like a suburb of Chicago. We're more feels like Illinois than we are Indiana from time to time because we actually get Chicago media. We don't even get Indiana media. We have 2 baseball teams, the Cubs and the White Sox. And you were at that game yesterday.
Most importantly, the Cubs have the Crosstown Cup. So that's all I got to say.
This one on the ground at the shortstop, can't relay it.
Only trophy no one is here.
So that nice play there by Loomis to get the lead runner again. So West Raleigh knows how to get those lead runners. So another fielder's choice. That was for Schumacher as Kraus comes up here.
Oh, you were on the. I was watching that at the. I work at the rail.
So
watching the game. After
Cubs and Sox. I'm gonna take a. Should we take a bet today? Will the game end 7-6 again?
So
Cubs and White Sox.
So last time, the last 2 games set, it was 6-5, 6-5.
Oh, I thought it was 7-6.
So I believe it was 6-5, 6-5 because I was looking at what the odds were on it being 6-5 again.
That's a foul ball here for Kraus. I could be wrong. I was here last night. I was watching our skills challenge, so I didn't get to check out a lot of that game. I know it was a tension convention over there.
Yeah, no, it was rough. Crochet had a tough start and then gave up 6, and then the Cubs forgot how to put up any more runs and put them away. So
that's pretty typical this year. That's pretty typical. Trying to throw down to first. Ball's going to get away over at first. So Schumacher now gets to move over to second base. So runner at second for the first time. They've been putting the outs over there here in this second inning, but now runner in scoring position, trying to put their first run across the board here. The future stars of Germany. So on line right to first base, and Ennis will grab it and step on the cushion to end the threat. Nice plays defensively there for West Raleigh. We go to the third inning. You're watching the Cal Ripken 10U World Series here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town. Welcome back to Game Day here on the Region Sports Network. Cal Ripken 10U World Series. Your beautiful Jerry Ross Park in Crown Point. Yes, that Jerry Ross, the astronaut. Did you know that?
Yes, I did.
All right, there's one. All right, there's a nugget he knew. All right.
One of your little social studies tidbits that I actually knew.
It's like taking a reclass.
Right?
You know, I didn't know Michael Bradner social studies was on my college schedule this year.
Little did you know. Call me up anytime. All right, we go to the third inning here. Parola. No, I did hear, did we say that there was a substitution?
Noah Young is in for Tesson.
Okay, so in right field. Because we had a little bit of a change. This one chopped on the ground, left side. Picked up at third, over to first. Got him just in time, and we may have had a collision. I believe we may have bumped some knees. Because over at first base, they're not feeling too good. As Hetler kind of feeling that one, and then Parola, who's already got banged up on that foul tip. Now, he went down pretty hard after crossing first base. So we'll check on everybody, make sure everything's okay.
Life of a catcher there, you don't get hit just once in a game.
Oh, absolutely not. So we'll make some changes here on my scorecard as we check this. We said it was Young, right? That's number 10 out there in right field now. Still in right field, though. So Tyler Ham comes up here. Swing and a miss. Now, Artie, I forgot. Who made the play for Parola? Was it just first base?
No, it
was third. It was 5, right? 5-3 on the put out?
Hit his signature little jump throw there again.
This one line. This will get through for a base hit. So a 1-out knock to get things started up here for Tyler Ham and West Raleigh here in the 3rd inning.
Helping himself out there.
See, also, little did you know that as you were jumping on a broadcast, it's like film. People are constantly taking pictures of you. Famous.
Boss man, too.
I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't ready for a photo shoot.
The still shots, yeah. On the ground, left side again. Busy over there. Now getting a chance to get the lead runners. He trying to get back at him a little bit. Get those lead runners. Nice play by the shortstop, Kruger.
I feel like that's 3 out of the last 4 outs, but made it second.
Pretty much, yeah. That's right on it. So another fielder's choice there. That's for Loomis this time, who had reached on an error his last time. So Stevenson. Maybe he's got some dance moves. Maybe another triple in him. We'll find out. Missing just outside. I believe at this age, I don't think you can get leads off of the bag. I think you have to keep a foot on the bag. But once the pitch is thrown, then you can...
So I believe it is as the ball crosses the plate.
Okay, so you have to wait till it crosses the plate. Okay.
Yeah, so it's definitely a difficult thing, and I'm happy that we have 3 umpires out here today because I've actually umped before, and, like, quite a lot, over 100 games, and that is something that is very hard to see.
I would imagine that and watching to see if a runner tags up too early. That would be a hard thing to...
With one guy, it's almost impossible. So having 3 is definitely a great thing for us.
On the ground, left side again. Kruger getting that lead run at second for the force out to retire the side. So we go to the bottom of the 3rd, still 6-0 West Raleigh. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. You're watching the Cal Ripken 10U World Series. You're on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craftworkers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I've received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craftworkers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. The best hands in the business.
Welcome back to the Cal Ripken 10U World Series. Here going bottom 3rd. It looks like Germany's making a couple more substitutions maybe, and we're going to get those changes for you in just a moment. But we've seen some good defensive plays out here already today, so we've seen some of the best hands in the business, just like Bricklayers Local 4, Indiana, Kentucky. Join Bricklayers Local 4 and start building your career today. Visit baclocal4.org to find out more. I know we had some changes. You heard those. Go ahead.
21 for 46 for West Raleigh, and I did not hear the first one.
What were the numbers again? Sorry.
6, I think? I don't know.
It was 21 for 46 for West Raleigh. So
Oh, okay. Got it. All right. So we got Alex Rogan coming into the game. So here for Germany in the bottom of the third, we should have Slatin leading things off, followed by Pidun and then Young, your scheduled hitters here in the third. First pitch in there for a strike from the pitcher Ham. This one line right back to Ham, just past him. Trying to make the play at short and going to eat it. Probably the wise play. Just don't want to risk throwing it away. So we'll lead off single here in the third. Back-to-back innings where they've gotten leadoff singles. Trying to take advantage of it this time. So now we've got number 16. So Pidun comes out of the game, and for Germany it will be 16 for Germany. We don't have a 16 on our roster. Zach, can I see that binder there, just to make sure? Nothing on there either? Okay. We'll get a name for you in just a moment. We apologize.
It looks like two names, so.
Might just be a different it might be somebody on our roster that just has a different number than what we have, but we'll get it for you. That's a strike. Find one of the Germany fans down here. We'll ask them. See if their parent wearing the same number.
Ooh.
Then even figure out as this one gets away and bounces, as you said, off that brick and goes kind of right back to the pitcher, and that's the time that they're able to steal on the wild pitch.
Yeah, I think that's when they're going to find is the best time to advance and take some bags is when it bounces away.
We've got time called here. Runner trying to advance to third, but to no avail. Actually, I have an idea here. Hold on. Hold, please. That one skips away again, hits the top and hits the netting. That's just a bad bounce.
Yeah, that one's just unfortunate. However, pitcher Ham was able to go cover the bag and make sure no one was able to advance to home on that one.
Okay, so that's not it.
Yep, you bet.
This one on the ground to the right side. Second baseman makes the play, but the first run of the day for Germany comes across the board. So 6-1.
Entering the game for Germany in batting, number 10, Noah Young.
So Noah Young comes up here. Sent our reporter on the action. Who do we got here?
That was Garcia who hit that.
Okay, so that's what they had on the lineup card, but that just seemed like a very long name at the top for Garcia. So we are going to have a pitching change. So we'll take a timeout, Zach, for just a moment. You're watching the Cal Ripken 10U World Series here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso is a leader in athletics apparel and equipment sales. With in-house production including screen printing, trophies, embroidery, and more, Blythe's can help you to create the perfect look. For more information, visit them online at teamblythes.com. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso, where the athletes shop.
Five, and they can use me.
This box is small, like Pet Supplies Plus. This one is large, like a big box store. In each, Stu, hi Stu, has carefully hidden a toy. Question is, which dog will find it first? Ta-da! Moose, no! You were so close.
Located just 1 block north of the square in Crown Point and just 1 minute from Jerry Ross Park, Station 21 American Grill is one of the city's most popular eateries. Station 21 offers a full menu from steaks and seafood to burgers and wings. While in town for the Cal Ripken World Series, stop in and enjoy comfortable dining while watching a game on one of the 28 big screen TVs. Check out the menu at station21.com. Station 21 American Grill. Eat, drink, and relax.
Welcome back to the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series, presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point.
Welcome back to Cal Ripken 10U World Series here. We're in the bottom of the third inning. We had a pitching change here as Bender comes in. James Bender comes in to throw for West Raleigh. Now, I don't think there was obviously no injury or anything like that, but we were talking just didn't see the exact pitch count, but probably to be able to still use him over the course of these couple of days here, because some of these teams, and I'd have to double check, West Raleigh may even have a double header today. So sometimes you want to be able to use pitchers in a couple of days. You have potentially 4 games over the course of 4 days.
Definitely a strategy there to be able to, use him in 2 days or be able to even save him for a later game, potentially when you make it to the playoffs. If you burn him here and throw him, 60 pitches, 70 pitches, might not be able to come back for the rest of the week.
That pitch crosses the outer part of the plate for a strike, so 2-2. The count here to Young. We're able to get Felipe Garcia, was that runner at first. This one chopped on the ground. The first baseman who steps on the cushion there. It's Ennis. Sorry, Garcia grounded out to get that RBI for Germany. So 6-1 your score here. Get that first run of the Cal Ripken 10U World Series. There's got to be something to that. One, once you throw that first pitch, kind of things start to get into rhythm. But once you get that first run, that kind of really starts getting you going for a game, I would imagine.
Yeah, it's definitely the momentum swing of just trying to, get some momentum going, especially being down, 6-0 early. You still got a lot of baseball left. But you definitely got to keep scrapping runs and putting runs on the board. And, even if it's one now and then one the next, then you can just keep giving that momentum to build on it. And then on the other side, they need to come back and get some more insurance to try to put them away here.
This one line into center for a base hit for the leadoff hitter, Kruger. Yeah, he's potentially a candidate for that Crowd Company's Lanterman Superhero of the Game, making a lot of good defensive plays, now getting a hit. Maybe blue collar, Boilermakers Local 374 blue collar player. Some opportunities there.
Definitely a candidate. Happy you got your scorecard going here. Be able to look back on it.
Oh, we got a foul ball that's going for a house. Ooh, almost a neighbor's car.
Cart path and then up into the yard.
Yep. So I think the baseball is going to do a little more damage than your golf ball, though.
I don't know. I'm window seeking with it.
That's a called strike here on Vermouth.
I don't know how much it translates to this level, as I was never a lefty, but I've always heard from my teammates that a lefty-lefty matchup, left-handed hitter, left-handed pitcher is definitely a hard thing for the hitter, and the pitcher definitely has the advantage.
Okay. Yeah, usually I feel like they always substitute when it's a lefty-lefty matchup, unless you just happen to have a left-handed hitter that just mashes left-handed hitting, and Vermouth may be one of those players. We're going to find out. Can't catch up to the fastball, and that will retire the side here in the third. But Germany gets on the board, and we go to the fourth. You're watching Game Day here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strachan Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual cart, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Hi, I'm Crowd Company's Lantern Man. For years, I've helped your family and friends save on their car insurance. And now I've returned to rescue you from high prices. Whether you have a perfect driving record or a not-so-perfect record. Follow me to the Crowd Agency for immediate and affordable coverage. I'm your insurance superhero. Crowd Company's insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Welcome back to the Cal Ripken 10U World Series here in Crown Point. You know, Drew, one of the best things about Crown Point is if you're downtown, you're in the square, there are a lot of places where you can go and get some nice things to eat. We already talked about Station 21, but Public Bar and Rec is another place to go get some food. Have you ever been to Public Bar and Rec?
I have not, but it's definitely somewhere I have to check out soon.
I think you would, because you can work on your golf swing there. I'm pretty sure that's the place that has the little simulator in there as well. So
I'm going to need that, but don't tell my coach.
About Coach Schwartz, is there?
Oh, no, at this point, I don't think,
I'm not sure. I don't think he's worried about
my swing anymore. We got our ring and we're good now.
Yes, that's true. Zimazen still in there for Germany, and the leadoff hitter here in the fourth for West Raleigh is Mathis. Tripled his last time up in an RBI.
Zimazen already at 54 pitches. Let's see how much longer he's able to stay in the game as they're getting the pen hot right now.
Starting to pull it a little bit here to the left, so it's usually is that some signs of fatigue sometimes, just trying to force it and then pulling it a little bit?
Certain pitchers have their miss where they ended up getting fatigued. Some fly open and they'll miss arm side. Others, pull and miss glove side.
Wind picking up a little bit, blowing out toward left. So Mathis could take advantage of that one if he can get one in the air potentially. And Zimazen will step off and go through the signs again. That one in there for a strike.
So as I'm looking at the chart here, Zimazen having thrown 57 pitches, he's going to be required at least 1 day of rest. But if he gets to that 66 pitch mark, he's going to be required to take at least 2 days of rest from pitching.
Okay. So 1 day of rest in a tournament like this isn't so bad because you figure, it also depends because sometimes you may not even miss a game because there's some teams that are going to be playing a doubleheader today, won't play tomorrow, but then we'll play Monday. So if you're one of those teams, that kind of works out in your favor where your day of rest it doesn't even affect you anyway.
Yeah, I feel like it's an advantage, if you play more games early. And then because even in a tournament like this, you can always pull your guys back in. As we are making a pitching change here, and Zimazen is out of the game.
So we were talking about that pitching count number, and now we're going to see it change up here. So we'll take a step aside real quick. You are watching the Cal Ripken 10U World Series here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
With electrical services from Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, you can radiate the perfect amount of light and energy into your home. From rewiring and code upgrades to ceiling fans, lighting, security, and more, Economy Electric Heating and Cooling's trained electricians will make sure you can enjoy your home on full power all the time. For a free estimate on electrical work, call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling at 219-923-4441, and you can visit them on the web at forajobdoneright.com. That's the number 4ajobdoneright.com.
Welcome back to Game Day here on the Region Sports Network. Pitching change here for Germany. Looks like Philipp Weiss is on now to pitch for Germany. As Mathis had got on with that walk, so didn't have time to write my stuff in my scorebook here, Drew. I had to figure out what we're getting for lunch.
Yeah, important thing here.
I know, you got to figure out your lunch order. That's, we have it's a sad life here we lead. Asking us what we want for lunch every day.
Hey, we get to watch baseball and eat food. It's not a bad life up here.
Absolutely. People criticize us, and rightfully so. This one in the air, center field, and this will drop in for a hit. So a single, and I believe that was Rogan. Alex Rogan. Was that number 21? I didn't see the number on there. We'll wait till he turns a little bit.
That is
21. All right, so that is Rogan. So he gets on with a single, his first hit of the day. With his pinch hit appearance. He came in to play right field last inning, but his first plate appearance here. And this goes back to the top of the lineup with Ferris.
So to correct myself from earlier, Zimazant was actually moved to right field now.
Oh, okay. So Zimazant in right.
Bunt attempt, foul ball. Looked like a little bunt and run action, not even looking necessarily to see if it got down, but just go on contact.
So we've got Zimazant in right, and then it's Bender at the... Nope. Lied. Weiss is pitching.
Ferris down 0-2 here. He hit a double in the first and walked in the second.
This one lined, left side, gets past the shortstop. Runner going to come home. They're not going to throw to the plate, and it's 7-1 in favor of West Raleigh. So an RBI single there for Ferris. 2 for 2 on the day, Ferris. So runner at second, first and second. Nobody out here in the fourth inning. West Raleigh trying to pour on a little bit more here. Now the top of their lineup, they just had Ferris with the RBI single. Daigle now. Left-handed hitter getting that first pitch strike from Weiss. Obviously for a left-handed hitter, the center fielder kind of shaded over to the right side of the second base bag, and this is a shot down the third base line, but it will get foul.
Right into the dugout.
So it leaves that left center gap open pretty wide there. So if he were to do a little oppo work here.
Definitely would like to see that here. Especially with the wind, the way it's howling.
Well, they were pitching him away, but he swings and misses at a high pitch. So there's out number one. Only the second strikeout of the day of West Raleigh hitters. And here comes Ennis here. He was one of those strikeout victims. But he's got an RBI to his name in that first inning. At the end of the day, as a hitter, what having more hits means more, or I would imagine RBIs have got to be a pretty significant number for you.
So I don't go off of either.
Okay.
Me personally, I had to change how I thought about the game of baseball and hitting. I am worried about how many times I hit the ball hard or I put up a competitive at bat.
Okay, so you want to see X number of pitches and then how hard you, like the miles per hour off the bat.
So, yeah, so I'm worried about getting on base as much as possible, whether it's a walk, hit by pitch. I get more hit by pitches than probably anybody else.
Just because you're a catcher. It's like a magnet to you.
The other day, my stat line was 1 for 2 with 3 hit by pitches.
And you would never lean into them.
Never.
This ball on the right side, picked up at second, over to first for out number 2. They're thrown over to third and not going to be in time. A heads-up play over there at first base with Hetler.
Rounding the bag hard. I like the base running aggressiveness out of West Raleigh to start. Or to even to keep going. They've been aggressive all game, and they've haven't backed down from it.
But Schumacher makes the play at first base on the throw, so really nice play there. Just missing outside, trying to frame it, trying to get that call, Slatton.
That was a great stick. He stuck that pitch well outside, trying to get that call.
Showing the umpire, it's right here, what are you missing? Here's the 1-0. Missing just outside. It's Hamilton here. 1 for 2.
So one of the things I noticed about Slayton back there is even when he sticks the ball, he only holds it for about a 1 count, and that way to stay respectful towards the umpire. A lot of umpires, if you hold the ball out there.
Line into left center. This will roll all the way to the wall. Getting on his horse. He's making that turnaround second, but he will hold up. But he brings in another run. Another 2 runs for West Raleigh. So it is 9-1 in favor of the team from North Carolina.
Big swing there. Way to definitely turn the tide a little bit here, you know. Germany was starting to get a little bit of momentum from that run last inning, and then they came back out here, like I said, and they need to get some insurance runs. That's exactly what they've done.
So this is Parola here. This one line down the right field line, and this will be picked up by the right fielder, but it'll be a single, and runner is going to come home. There's going to be a play at second. It goes into center, but he's going to stay there. But that 10th run has come across the board for West Raleigh.
Like I was saying earlier, smart but aggressive base running. You know, who was that there? That was Parola.
Parola with a line shot.
He read that the ball was being thrown to the catcher, and the first baseman was going to cut it and took out for second right away.
So here's Bender on the right side. Throws over there to first and retires the side, but a lot of damage done. 4 runs in that inning for West Raleigh. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's 10-1. You're watching the Cal Ripken 10U World Series here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town. Welcome back to the Cal Ripken 10U World Series. We are graced with the presence of our sports director, Mike Dewan, who's not paying us any attention right now, Drew. He's focused in with Zach Miller on production.
They're living in their own little world over there.
They're figuring out whatever's going on there, but we'll wave at him, see how long it takes to get acknowledgement there. Oh, now he notices.
It was a nice salute there.
We've trained him well with the salute. Oh, having fun here at Jerry Ross Park, Crown Point. Bender back on here to bend some pitches and get some swings and misses for West Raleigh and get out of this 1-2-3. But Germany's got something to say about it. Oh, looking at trying to trying to cross up his catching coach, and the coach is like, "Hey, wait a minute."
Coach Hamilton is not having it out there after that one.
Oh man.
You know, in tournaments like this, the coaches actually are required to wear, or not, the people that are catching warm up the pitcher are actually required to wear a mask out there.
Yeah, that's safe for everybody. I think we should have you calling this game in a mask.
You know, I live enough of my life in one.
Or how
I'm
about just a
good for
chest
now.
protector? So when it comes at you, you can just bounce it right off. I got this.
Can I choose just the glove?
I guess it's just not as fun though. It's generic.
Not at all.
All right, we go to the bottom of the fourth. Germany's got some work to do. And I don't think it'll be Zimazent, or no, he was moved to right field, so Zimazent is scheduled to lead off, followed by Hetler and Boot. But we'll see. It is going to be, Zimazent, who will bat here to lead off in the bottom of the fourth inning. And if you're just joining us and you're not as familiar with 10U baseball, only 6 innings of regulation here. Obviously, there are some slaughter rules in play if need be. This one chopped Zimazent right in front of the plate. And Bender throws it over to first.
Who says pitchers aren't athletes?
Not me.
Very athletic play out there by Bender, the way to charge the ball and get a glove on it and fire a missile over to the first baseman.
It's by a catcher that said that one time.
Depends on who the pitcher is.
Yeah, that's a good point. So this will bring up Hetler now. First pitch in there for strike one. Singled his last time up.
I mean, Bender's just a great name for a pitcher, especially as you get older, start throwing breaking stuff. Even looks like he's got a little bit of two-seam tail here on his fastball.
I think that would go into the list of when you have a player that has kind of a name that goes along with your position.
Yeah. Like the Bears' old defensive back, Buster Screen.
Yeah.
That's a great name.
Coming a little bit inside here. So there used to be a pitcher in baseball with his last name was Balfour. It looked like Ball 4. I'm sorry, that's the guy. Name-wise, I don't really want on my team. I don't want Ball 4. You're pitching.
You want like Striker?
Yeah. If I have somebody with the name like Save or something, I really want that guy.
Yeah.
Chopped on the ground, right side, picked up at second, over to first, and it's not going to be in time. It's going to be safe. Is the call over at first. Really bang play there, but great effort by Ferris at second. So it'll be an infield single for Hetler. And this will bring up Boot.
It's rough, with the 60-foot base pads. You got to be very quick with everything, get the ball out as fast as possible. And on that one, just the chopper, Ferris is able to charge it well, but just not able to get there in time.
Well, one of the things for that skills competition last night, they had a competition on around the horn. So they had somebody at they had someone at the plate, someone at third, second, first, and they had to just start at home and throw third around the horn and to all the bases, and they had to keep a foot on the bag as they threw and keep a foot on while they caught the ball as well. And I felt like that's a really fun piece of competition that I would love to see kind of incorporated into MLB All-Star Week because they have the home run derby. I don't really watch it that much. I'm not the guy that cares about dingers as much as the next guy, but that's the only thing available, and it's been that way for years. I mean, some people enjoy it, and that's fine. I want to see more, though. I want to see more, whether it's a throw-in from center field or a bunting competition or stolen bases or something like that.
You know what I think would be really unique is, remember football during Pro Bowl week, they would have the quarterback competition to see who can throw the ball the farthest?
Yeah.
I think that'd be a really unique competition with baseball players. You get a player like Trevor Bauer who one time got pulled and threw the ball out of the stadium.
Yeah, I do remember that. I mean, I know the argument is going to be for anything other than home run derby is that, you can get hurt doing stuff, and I understand that, but
it's for the fans.
Yeah, I just want to see a little bit more.
I agree completely.
Fouled right back to the screen. Hey, heads up to those people that are sitting right behind home plate. They didn't flinch.
Yeah.
That came nowhere near us, and Zach Miller was under the table. It was crazy. He's like, whatever. He's done with me. He was there for the 2 state championship games. He's worked with me long enough. He's done with me. I think he actually put in a request to no longer work in the same production for games I'm calling.
With how you were screaming after that LC game, his ears have never been the same since.
Most people's aren't. That's called strike 3. Nice pitch from Bender.
On second thought, stay right.
To be fair, though, when Zach was doing production in that game, Zach had actually gone and found out the cuisine over in Indianapolis. He refused to bring us anything back. He refused to get
really?
us food. I was, a little offended, but that's all right.
No St. Elmo shrimp cocktail for you.
No. Schumacher here, the lefty. So that lefty-lefty matchup we talked about earlier.
Definitely a tough one. Righty on righty is so common, and you see it every day as a hitter that you don't think anything of it. But, left-handed pitchers are definitely a unique one.
I want to see more, and I don't know if there's a way. I'm assuming there's a way to teach this. I don't know 100%, but get those ambidextrous pitchers or anything like that can throw from both sides.
Yeah,
that's gonna hit.
Yeah, there was a former pitcher from Mississippi State who actually just got drafted 15th overall. I would butcher his name if I tried to pronounce it, but I believe his last name is Cahente.
Okay.
And, he just got drafted out of Mississippi State, and he would start 2 games in a row, one from the left side, one from the right side, and there was other games that he would keep going back and forth. But he could throw, as many, he could probably throw 150 pitches because there's only 75 on each arm usually, or depends on
that's a good point, yeah.
But then as a coach, you also got to think that the pitcher's got to declare his side first. So, do you choose certain hitters based on whether you think they're going to hit better right or left?
It's like a switch hitter?
Yeah, if he's not as good from the right side, do you stack your lefty lineup?
Interesting. Yeah, I see. It makes it more fun. I think that makes the manager's job a little bit tougher as well. I'm all for it as we have a little coaches meeting here on the bump. It's the old Mike Maddox strategy here. Have you seen that pitching coach where he comes in and he puts his hand right on the, looks like the trapezius muscle there. Look at it, they throw a little anatomy at you too.
Oh yeah, I know that one.
I used that on a broadcast, and I think when my partner at the time looked at me, he's like, "You're just making up things now."
No, I mean,
No.
all of my POs have tried to teach me everything because it's like when you become a PO, you also have to become like a physical therapist or something.
Okay.
Or you have to think you know every muscle in the body. So they try to teach me stuff, whether they're right or wrong.
So this is Kraus batting here. 1-on-1 the count to him with 2 away here in this bottom of the 4th inning. Germany trying to get something going with runners on first and second. 2 outs, though. So that misses outside, so 2-1.
Interesting that the coach for West Raleigh is actually calling the pitches and relaying them to the catcher, because at this age, at 10, how many pitches do certain guys have? I would guess fastball, changeup, but what else could there be? You see kids throwing curveballs younger and younger, and personally, I don't see a problem with it, and I don't think it would mess up the elbow as much as others think, but it's just interesting to see.
And this, there's a lot of stress that comes with this, or angst that comes with this as a 10-year-old, because you're playing in a World Series, so you want to perform to the caliber of a World Series, and but this is also a time, this is the age where you're trying things, when you're learning how to throw pitches, you're learning all these positions, how to arm slots to throw from different defensive positions and stuff like that, and how to play hops, and these are learning experiences so much as also being put into a you need to win kind of scenario to an extent.
Yeah, and I don't know if some of the kids realize it, but even for Team Germany, this is going to probably go down as a life experience, getting to travel to beautiful Crown Point, Indiana, and getting to play in the Cal Ripken World Series.
Yeah, we've talked about that. As Garcia should be the batter here. This one gets away, but we got Slotin, excuse me. I jumped a spot on my roster. So Slotin here. We've talked about that a number of times. We talked about it last year that, these are experiences for sure, and while they're in the moment, they're worried about the gameplay, and then they hang out with the other kids from around different areas and exchange pins and stuff like that, and they'll talk to people and make friendships or whatever. They may not realize it in the moment that they're playing here, what kind of impact this game will have or what kind of experience this will have, but later on down the road, that's something that we've touched on a number of times. And just like for you guys, a state championship, while the game's going on, you're not worried about the experience and taking everything in. You're worried about, you're calling pitches to get everything that you want, and you're worried about the game scenario, and then you'll worry about the memory and taking it all in later.
When I say it still hasn't set in,
I believe it.
It still hasn't set in. It was the craziest game ever, and it was an experience for sure. And, I'm starting to fully take it in and realize that, everything that went down.
This one popped back up to the screen. Heads up. Oh, just above you in the press box. Just above you in the press. We had no option at that one, but it was a good attempt.
I have to make a dive for it right out of the press box.
As we said, as everyone in the press box giving us, it was above us. We had no chance.
Well, it bounced off the thing.
It bounced off the top. Yeah, it bounced above us there. And we got a strikeout of Slot. But I told you, they come into the press box. We had a chance. You were ready for it.
I was ready.
He was
if it was coming in, I was going to make that grab.
He
Got
was
to pick the camera.
Protecting the equipment, checking the camera. All right, we go to the 5th inning. It is 10-1. You're watching Cal Ripken 10U World Series. You're on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craftworkers for Indiana Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I have received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craftworkers for Indiana Kentucky Apprenticeship. The best hands in the business.
Or if it's 15-12 time.
Welcome back to the Cal Ripken 10U World Series here on the Region Sports Network. Michael Brenner here along with state champion Drew Arnold. See, I'm trying to help that sink in a little bit more.
Yeah, I played in the Region Cup this year, and I actually won it for Lake Central. It was a hitting competition held at the Great Lakes Sports Hub in Crown Point, and every time I came up to bat, it was Drew Arnold, the DePaul commit.
Okay.
So used to having the same title over and over.
Yeah, now I'm mixing it up a little bit for you. So there's been some discussion here, just because we are typical slaughter rules that tend to come up in games at this age, and there's been some debate as to how many it was after how many innings. We're not there yet, and Germany's going to try to make sure that it doesn't happen here. We do play 6 innings of regulation regardless. We're in the top of the 5th inning here. So here comes Loomis. And I want to make sure we still have Weiss on the bump. We'll check the number there in just a moment. First pitch into Loomis, upstairs for ball 1. Looks like an 8, so yep, that is Weiss. I know I heard him say a change, but missed it. On the ground, left side, picked up. Nice pick out at first.
And as I've heard Brian McNamara say many, many times, and a scoop on the back end by the ice cream man.
Oh, I like it. So Kraus gets the little bit of the save from Hetler there. So 6-3 on the putout, not too bad. Did you tell any of the LC coaches you were coming up here today?
I did not, but I may have to tell Coach Mack to listen in.
Say if you're dropping names, they want to hear you.
Definitely going to hear quite a few of his sayings. He's got a one-liner for everything.
That region wit is what we call that. 2-0 the count here to Stevenson. It's popped up right side. Hetler in foul territory makes the catch. See, Germany was in a position. People are talking about slaughter rules here in the press box. They said, don't worry about it. We're playing 6. Line back to the screen. So 0-1 here to Mathis. And we appreciate you tuning in from wherever you may be tuned in from, whether it's morning, evening, or middle of the night, wherever you're in from. Long day of baseball here on the Region Sports Network. 5 games on this field. This is game 1 of 5 here on the major field. Again, there's 2 other games going on at the moment. This one on the ground right side, picked up again at second and over to first in time. Nice play by the second baseman Schumacher to retire the side. 1-2-3 for the first time today. We go to the bottom of the 5th. You're watching the Cal Ripken 10U World Series here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craftworkers for Indiana Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I have received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craftworkers for Indiana Kentucky Apprenticeship, the best hands in the business.
Back to game day here on the Region Sports Network, Cal Ripken 10U World Series from the Hub City, Crown Point, Indiana. If you're wondering why we're called the Hub City, we are pretty much smack dab right in the middle of Lake County, Indiana, geographically. So we're in the hub of the county.
Did not actually know that.
There you go. Got you. All full of knowledge.
Oh, yeah.
The first, so I mentioned that we had the grand old lady up there that was constructed back in the 1870s. The first clock tower that was, or first building and courthouse that was there, was built in the 1830s. It was a project that was only that only cost $500 at the time of construction.
I would like that now.
Yeah, right? Build something for $500? Absolutely. Solon Robinson was the one who became the first settlers with his family here in Crown Point in the 1830s. Anything else you want to know, I got you. We are in the bottom of the 5th. Should be Garcia leading things off for Germany. They got some work to do, but game 1 of pool play here. Pool A for these two teams. Again, there's 5 teams in each pool. I have to go back and look. I believe it might be the top 2 from each pool, then move on to bracket play and the chance to compete in the bracket play for the World Series. The bottom 2 teams in each bracket will play in that Ironman bracket. So still games to be able to play.
Gotcha.
All those championship games will be on Saturday, a week from today. And we do have a new pitcher on there. That's Mathis pitching now for West Raleigh. 0-1 the count to Garcia. Pitch missing outside. So 2-1 here. And we're in the bottom of the 5th, and only 6 innings of regulation. This one popped up, and that will get onto the top of the West Raleigh dugout. The high screens here behind the dugouts. I like it.
Nice for us and all the fans back here. We only get a few.
Well, if you hang out at the major field the rest of the day, we may have opportunity. We have more opportunities for foul balls, so you better be on it.
That's the goal. Get one. Might get a souvenir until they chase me down.
That's going to be ball 4, so a leadoff walk to start this bottom of the 5th inning, and that's how rallies start, Drew.
Yes, it is. We'll see if Germany can advance on it and get this running. keep getting more base runners.
I almost had to, when we got here, we were noticing the press box rules here for Crown Point. We almost had to kick Zach Miller out because it says there's a limit of 4 unsupervised kids. Oh, I guess we do have enough. We have exactly 4. All right, we're good.
Does that mean when executive producer Mike DeWan walks in, we got to kick Zach out?
I think we're going to kick Mike out before we kick Zach out.
Good riddance.
Although I'm not sure who I can outrun. I don't know who's faster, Mike or Zach.
I'm taking the running back.
See,
Not me.
I think I can outrun everyone here, so I'm good.
You can. Yeah, you got to just leave me in the dust. Pitch missing outside, so 1-2 now. That pitch coming up over the head. Runner not going to advance. The count evens at 2. Germany trying to put a few more runs on that board.
Bless you. Thank you.
Starts with getting guys on base. So Young working a full count. This one popped up on the infield. And they're going to say it's going to be caught by the shortstop, Loomis, who was going to his feet in front of the second base bag.
Snow cone, what flavor?
Yeah. Ooh. I'm gonna go just cherry.
Okay, I'm gonna probably go on like blue raspberry or something.
Okay, I can go blue raspberry. I'd be on board for that. Just the blue tongue afterwards that I'm not a fan of.
I could see that.
So Kruger here now trying to get some damage done, trying to line it down the first baseline. But it was the tightrope and it went on the wrong end.
Ennis over there first, getting his eyes behind the ball and still getting in front of that, even though it's a foul ball. He's done a great job all day of, anything hit to him, keeping it in front and getting behind the ball.
That's what we talked about. These are, the more you play, the better you're going to get at your positions and your abilities and more confidence in those areas. And he seems like a pretty confident first baseman over there.
Definitely got a little bit of a veteran presence over there. Like he's played a lot of it. Able to bestow some knowledge on the rest of the team of how, things need to be done.
Now, one thing that becomes underrated, and I like and obviously you don't really have much choice in this, but if you notice, that glove is on the right hand, so he's a lefty. I think it's important to have a lefty first baseman.
Definitely important for a 3-6-1 double play because he's able to just, throw from that side naturally.
So another walk issued here. So first and second with one out here in the bottom of the fifth. Well, I've always said that it's, especially when you try pickoff moves, it's easier because then you just kind of naturally, you don't have to turn your body as you're trying to get the tag. You kind of naturally just would feed it to the tag.
Yeah, now what we're even seeing out of a lot of right-handed first basemen is that they're actually getting about a step off of the bag.
Yep.
And so that they're able to play it more naturally. And then when there's a pickoff attempt, they can just kind of lead the glove into it and go straight to the bag and rather not, have a backhanded,
and turn in the body, right?
Yeah. But it's definitely a unique change that we've seen, definitely across the big leagues to start, and then now starting to incorporate in the lower levels such as, college, high school, and even now creeping a little bit into, younger ball like this.
Yeah, 100%. And they're not checking on they're not holding those runners. They're playing their defensive positions straight up, which is an interesting strategy here. So maybe there's not really. So does that tell you as a batter, like, hey, or as a runner, they're not even. They're obviously they're not trying to pick me off, but then it kind of tells me this guy doesn't have a pickoff move. Is that something you would read early on?
So right now with the way that they're not even allowed to lead, I would say that.
Oh, that's a good point too. Yeah. Okay.
So that's a thing. But I get what you're saying about the first baseman. He's still playing back in this scenario when a lot of times he still creeps forward after every pitch for a back pick here. So I would say with a 10-1 lead, focus on just staying back and getting outs, and that even if we were allowed to lead off, you'd keep the fielders back and just focus on getting outs, because right now you would trade a run for an out every time, and there's only 5 more outs left in the game, and you could do it every time and still win 10-6.
Yeah, I forgot we're not getting leads off of the bags, but one coming inside, so it's another walk. And the bases are loaded via the base on balls.
Ducks on the pond here for Zeman Zet.
All right, so that's the natural phrase in baseball, right? I got a different one for you. I didn't really get a chance to use it in the state championship game. I was a little too narrow-minded on this one. Is this one foul to the screen? How do you like dogs on the grill? Like hot dogs on the grill?
Ooh. I don't know. It's definitely a new one. It's different.
But it's more baseball-y, in my opinion. Like, you don't have ducks in baseball. I mean, hot dog is synonymous with...
Yeah, and you could definitely say that. You could also just say sacks are packed.
Chopped on the ground. They go to second for one. They'll get the out there, but they get that second run across the board. It's a nice play by the second baseman, Ferris, there. And I think that's the right. I mean, obviously, it's the right play because you get the out, but then you're getting kind of that middle runner. You're not as worried about that runner at first necessarily, because a ball hit into the gap, that runner at second would score. So you're kind of keeping the guy out of scoring position.
So this one is a situation is unique because it's first and third. So you don't know if you want to steal here because, you could potentially get the third out and make it on the base pads. When you got a good hitter up to the plate. But also, is West Raleigh going to have a defensive indifference and just give you the bag here? Being up 10-1.
All sorts of strategies. Should be 10-2, yes?
10-2?
10-2. This one on the ground, left side, and they flip over to second for that final out here of the fifth, but Germany gets another run across the board. We go to the sixth and final inning of regulation. You're listening to the Cal Ripken 10U World Series here at the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso is a leader in athletics apparel and equipment sales. With in-house production including screen printing, trophies, embroidery, and more, Blythe's can help you to create the perfect look. For more information, visit them online at teamblythes.com. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso, where the athletes shop.
Rolling right along here at the Cal Ripken 10U World Series. Michael Brenner here along with state champion Drew Arnold. Hey, don't forget, Drew, we do have awards we're going to hand out at the end of this one. We've got the Crowell Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the game. Crowell Company's proud to recognize superheroes on the baseball diamond. We've also got the Proud Union Home Play of the game presented by the Region Sports Network. And hey, by the way, if you are a trade union representative and you are interested in sponsoring the Proud Union Home Play of the game, please call Chris Ramirez at 219-588-1984. He's roaming the park. He's somewhere in here. He would love to get a phone call from you. He has time to talk. He's not much of a talker, but I take that back.
You just got to get him going.
So yeah, if you're a trade union representative, call him. 219-588-1984. Call him now. Right now. Pick up the phone. And we've also got the Boilermakers Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the game. So we go to the top of the sixth inning. Leadoff hitter is Rogan for West Raleigh, trying to tack on a couple more runs. Now 6 innings, final inning of regulation. Line into center. This will touch down for a hit just beyond the second base bag. So a leadoff single to start the sixth inning.
Great effort by Shoemaker out there trying to get in front of it.
Yeah, definitely that crashed hard. It looked like that was ticketed for center field, and that just kind of fell right down off the table. And we go to Ferris now at the top of the lineup. Getting right back up the middle. The throw to second for one. They throw to first. Not in time. We'll go close play. Come on, Blue. Give him the DP.
Not today.
Hey, our executive producer, he's driving over there. Call him right now. He's driving. Or he's riding, I should say. Not driving. He's riding. Riding his bike around Crown Point here.
Got a Z-Bike brought to you by Arnold's Bike Repair.
That's right. Yeah, go ahead. Shout it out. That's your dad's place.
Yes, it is.
This one line foul hits the screen. All right. I want you to get this hairdo right here. That's this. You or Zach, one of you two. You're getting that hair.
Oh, boy.
It's like a red mohawk. I like it.
Doesn't even match the team colors.
Yeah, should it be green?
Green or gold? Matches the shoe.
You know, minor details. So Daigle here. This one into center, and this will bloop in for a hit. That's tough for the runners, too, to try to figure out, okay, am I getting, are they going to catch it? Do I have to go back? I have to go halfway?
Ferris played that one perfectly. He was able to go halfway on that, kept his feet moving at all times, and read it down and just went for it. And, was able to get in there safely. Good throw in by the center fielder. Get in quickly, though. Try to give him a shot.
All right, I forgot to write it down. Rogan had the single. What did Ferris do again?
Ferris had a fielder's choice to the pitcher.
Okay.
It was a
that's right. Yep. We
1-6.
tried to do the double play. That's right. I'm paying attention. Called strike.
Looks like center and left are playing a little bit shallow.
Yeah, they're trying to prevent those little dink and dunk action that's been kind of taking place already here this inning.
It's a bold strategy with the big statured Ennis up to the plate here, especially being a 3-hitter too.
Line into left center and caught, so it works out. Runners have to get back to their position, so the shallow play works out in left. Garcia was able to field that one.
It's like they were listening.
They're tuned in. And I'm looking here. Is that might be the first outfield put out of the entire game? Is that right?
You might be right there.
I'm trying to look.
Looking at the scorecard.
Oh, they're going to come over and grab that. Yeah, lineup cards being handed to us for game 2. It's ever revolving here at the Cal Ripken 10U World Series. These fields this field alone will have 5 games on it over the course of the day. This is just one of 5.
Never stops. As that ball is popped up to the third baseman, and he makes a nice play on it for the third out of the inning.
You take us to break. You got this.
Germany is down 10-2 as we're going into the break.
This is the Cal Ripken 10U World Series here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
All right, you're on commercial.
Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso is a leader in athletics apparel and equipment sales. With in-house production including screen printing, trophies,
This box is small, like Pet Supplies Plus. This one is large, like a big box store. In each, Stu has carefully hidden a toy. Question is, which dog will find it first? Ta-da! Moose, no! You were so close.
Located just one block north of the square in Crown Point and just 1 minute from Jerry Ross Park, Station 21 American Grill is one of the city's most popular eateries. Station 21 offers a full menu from steaks and seafood to burgers and wings. While in town for the Cal Ripken World Series, stop in and enjoy comfortable dining while watching a game on one of the 28 big screen TVs. Check out the menu at station21.com. Station 21 American Grill. Eat, drink, and relax.
Welcome back to the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series, presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point.
Welcome back to the Cal Ripken 10U World Series here on the Region Sports Network. We go bottom of the sixth. All West Raleigh in this one. But Germany trying to mount a comeback here. As we said, we've got plenty of games coming up your way here on the Region Sports Network. Our next one here on the major field, Arlington will take on Vincennes a little bit later on this afternoon. And as we mentioned, a beautiful day for baseball. Starting to see some more clouds in the sky. Nothing really right above the field right now, so kind of giving you those high skies. Should be able to locate the ball pretty well on pop-ups, but
they're pretty and white, though. Honey, rain clouds out there. West Raleigh makes a defensive replacement as Braxton Critarolo comes back into the game in right field.
You're in the hang of this thing. I think you have a future in broadcasting, my friend.
Hope so.
Many years after their playing career, though.
Oh, yeah, I got to wait for that to finish first.
Yeah, you gotta do that first. Get more knowledge. I have noticed between coaches and broadcasters, the people who tend to have the best insight and the most success are former catchers. I'm just going to say it.
Joe Girardi.
Absolutely.
He does both. Well,
he used to manage, yeah. He was a pretty successful manager. Now he does the analyst work. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but I think he does a pretty good job, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, but then you got a lot of good pitchers, too. Jim Deshays.
Yeah, Jimmy, yeah, JD. Steve Stone, longtime broadcaster here with Chicago. He was with the Cubs for many, many years, and then now with the White Sox.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, between the Cubs and the White Sox, he has had to watch over the course of his broadcasting career a lot of really bad baseball. Poor guy. First pitch in here to Germany to Boot. Is in there for a called strike. I believe we have Mathis on the bump here.
Oh, no, I'm wrong. Cretarolo's on the mound.
Oh, so he came in 46. Okay.
Yeah, he came in fresh. That's his second pitch right there as it's 1-1 count.
Okay. I was looking at the 4. All right. Cretarolo on now to pitch. This one fouled away, so 1-2.
He's throwing easy gas. You know, mechanics look good, and it just looks natural, and it just comes out hard.
How easy is it as a catcher when you're looking at, you know, the pitcher delivering the pitch? How easy is it for you to tell whether mechanics are on or off, or what pitches are working? You know, that I need to call more of this one because this pitch is definitely working, this one's not working.
So as far as like pitches that are or aren't working, you know, breaking stuff, sometimes you'll see it like gyroing and just kind of spinning and not really moving. So you'll know like they don't have the hang of that, or they're just missing consistently with it. As far as the mechanics and mechanical adjustments, I'm much better at seeing those things when I'm not catching.
Okay.
You know, and then like pitchers I dealt with this year, you know, there weren't as many mechanical adjustments as there were changes in sequence and how we're going to throw pitches to adjust things. So, you know, maybe curveball's on, so we're going to throw that early and often and get ahead with that, and then maybe later we'll try to sneak a fastball we don't have so much command with in there.
This one lined into right. This will get down for a hit.
Nice beeline to it by the right fielder to keep it to a single.
And I liked how Boot there, did you see he made that turn, but he got that foot right on that inside corner there to give himself not a wide turn around first, so try to keep it right nice and tight to get towards second if he needed to.
Yep, take that nice banana peel route, as we call it. Hit that inside corner.
Yeah. That was one of the skills competition Marks yesterday was going around, like speedsters trying to go around, and we were kind of watching a lot of guys around second base hitting that back corner as opposed to the front corner. You really want to leave it nice and tight, keep those inside corners, but sometimes you go a little bit wide, it happens, and building up a little bit more speed and momentum.
Boot is out there at first putting on his sliding mitt. Now, what do you think of the sliding mitt at an age like this where we're not wearing metal cleats?
You can still jam fingers, anything to try to prevent small or tiny injuries, I'm all for.
But is it for injuries or is it for drip?
Both. I'm all for the drip as well.
I gotcha.
I'm all for a little individualism here. Schumacher here with a 1-1 count. And that one paints the zone for a strike. Yeah, I mean, multicolored bats, and you want to wear different cleats. I know there's different rules in high school. Obviously, you have to wear things that are mostly with your colors, I believe, right?
Yeah, Coach Schwartz often saw me wearing neon cleats at practice and made it clear to me that would not fly in-game ever, and that if I showed up in them, that I would not be allowed to play that day. So my cleats were blue and white.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, but in games like that, I'm all for it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like my elbow guard now is it's black, and then it's got a yellow for the paw, but then it's also got some pink thrown in there for the drip.
See, I'm all for the hot pink. Bring it. Yeah.
I got the black and yellow to stay with the school colors, and I got the pink to just throw some drip in there.
Strike out there, so out number 1 as Krause will come up. So 1-on-1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. So Cretarolo here delivers. This one down the first base line, but it will be foul. Seen some interesting swings and almost fair balls. One of them was about ready to hit him in the shins and just kind of flicked the bat right to the ball and went down the line and was fair the entire way. So sometimes you just get some luck out of it.
Yeah, that will happen there. It's a game of baseball where you can hit, 10 balls hard in a row and have no hits to show for yourself, and you can get one just bloop as the catcher ball gets by him and he recovers it to keep the runner at first.
Yeah, we got the brick background and the backstop there, so ball's going to spring right back to the catcher, so not a lot of opportunities unless you said the ball gets past the catcher and closer to the pitcher, then the steals might take place.
Yeah, when it gets to that middle ground, no one can get there. It's almost like a bunt, and that one hits the front edge of the plate and bounces up into the netting as the runner advances to second. Boot. That one's a tough one because you can't do anything there as a catcher. You just got to try to find it.
Kind of at the mercy of wherever it lands, yeah.
You got to hope that your pitcher's helping you out, too. Especially with these 60-foot base paths. If you can't find it, there's nothing stopping him from taking off and getting into the next base.
That leads me to another question. I'm always full of questions and trying to learn the positions that you guys have been playing your entire lives. When that does happen, is it hard to pick up when your pitcher's saying, hey, behind you or to your left or something like that, but then you have everyone else behind you that's also screaming things at you? Is it hard to hear your teammate?
So I've gotten to the point in my career personally where I can only hear what's happening on the field.
Okay.
So I kind of tune everything out as that ball is hit into right field, as there's another outfield putout.
Diving out there in right field, Rogan making the play on the dive.
But so as I was saying, I've gotten to the point in my career where I kind of only hear what's happening on the field. And then as far as for Lake Central, we would go by a number system of where the ball is at, and we have certain numbers located with certain spots of the field of where the ball is at. So based on what number I hear, will tell me where the ball's at.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't want you to reveal numbers. We don't need that information lingered out there.
Nah, I wasn't going to give that.
I know, because I know all the other head coaches in the area are listening right now.
Yeah.
Or they'll get word, and they'll be like, all right, we're tuning into this.
Munster's going to come back and replay this.
Coach Mikulicek does do his research. I know that.
Yes, he does.
2 away here in the bottom of the 6th. And we talked about sometimes at this age group, you're trying to figure out, what your pitch arsenal is and what pitches are working for you and how to really make the mechanics of those work the way that you want to. And sometimes you are going to see those start to bounce a little bit more at this age. You're still trying to learn and develop those pitches. That's a nice one delivered there for a strike.
Yeah, I mean, that pitch right there is where you need to stay at all day. Keep it just under the knee. keep it there. Most hitters at this age, and even as you move up, are probably just going to roll that over or keep taking that.
So 2-1 with a runner at second. Now 2-2.
Germany down to their final strike here.
So the next team's already starting to warm up and make their way towards the field. 2-2. To the screen. We'll do it again. Two again. That's right down the middle for called strike 3. And that will wrap this one up. It is a 10-2 win for West Raleigh and go to 1-0 in pool play. It's an important start when you're trying to think about advancing to that World Series championship bracket. So we will keep it here. I know Drew's going to frantically start thinking about his award winners, but one thing I got to compliment is we've seen a lot of really good defensive plays today. Some of the best hands in the business, just like Bricklayers Local 4, Indiana, Kentucky. Check out baclocal4.org to find out how you can join the oldest continuous union in North America. Now, we do have an award that will be handed out on the field, but we have our awards to hand out. Do you need a minute, or do you think you have those all ready to go?
So for the best play of the game?
All right, well, let's do this first. Pardon me. Let's go. It's time to Crowd Company's Lanterman Superhero of the game. They are proud to recognize superheroes on the baseball diamond.
So for the superhero of the game, I'm going to give it to the second baseman from West Raleigh. I'm going to give it to Ferris.
Okay.
He scored twice, and he was able to get on base 3 out of the 4 times, and he had a great defensive showing at second base.
So Will Ferris going to be your Crowd Company's Lantern Man superhero of the game. Had those 2 hits, the RBI. He reached base every time, like you said, and not a bad day for the youngster. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our Boilermakers Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the Game. Earn while you learn with Boilermakers Local 374.
I'm going to give it to the catcher, number 9. I am going to give it to Dexter Slayton from Team Germany. He kept the ball in front the entire game and really put his body on the line for his team.
So, of course, our resident catcher here in the booth giving it to the catcher. I like it, all for it. And let's go ahead and name our proud in-home play of the game presented by the Region Sports Network.
I am going to give that one to Jakob Ziemenzat. I'm going to give him the play of the game for that line drive that was hit off of his leg that he got back up and was able to throw it to the first baseman. That was really impressive to get back out on the ball and make the play.
All right.
Get out of first.
Yeah, you have a ball coming at you, you're 10 years old, and then you gather yourself again and get the put out at first. For Ziemenzat there early in the game, I like it. All for that. All right, our executive producer is Chris Ramirez. Our operations manager is Rich Castillo. Coordinating producer is Zach Miller. And then Mike Dewan is our sports director. Zach Miller also doing some camera and production work. Clint Klaus also doing some production and camera work as well. Nice job. And, of course, Drew, a pleasure working with you. Did a great job on your broadcasting debut here as an analyst. State champion, Drew Arnold, by the way, for that. And then myself, Michael Brenner, just showing up and saying words. Big thanks to Adam Whitehouse, our tournament director here, Jay Patel and Joel Boomsma, getting us everything that we've needed for this entire tournament. And we'll continue to talk over the course of the week just how important every volunteer is in this entire tournament. And I can't thank them enough. And, of course, you, the viewers, on Facebook, YouTube, and regionsports.com. Plenty more action coming up here for the Cal Ripken 10U World Series here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.